Hi everyone, welcome back. Trying a new look. I kind of like it. I think I like it. We'll see how it turns out. You tell me if you give me some feedback, how it looks. Anyway, I want to apologize not getting the second video out for last week. The whiplash that I thought I had was real whiplash. And I never knew how painful that was. The whole tightening of the neck. In fact, for the last 3 nights, I've been sleeping without any pillow because it's the only way I can keep my neck from tightening up and giving me this throbbing headache for about 6 hours in the back of my head. But that's neither here nor there. It is autumn, my favorite time of year. And everything about it, it's always been my favorite time of year. It's cooler. The trees are going to be changing into the beautiful colors. Halloween, my favorite holiday, because I've always loved horror movies, even though I don't tend to watch them much anymore, because it's kind of like been there, done that, and unless they've got really good special effects. And it's almost magical. It's a magical time, it really is, because even if you look at the various faiths that celebrate this time of year, like mine, it is a special time between the living world and the other side, the world of the dead. I have always, as a child, I enjoyed Halloween. I still do, even though right now is kind of like the saddest time because I don't really get to celebrate it. And what I mean is, I'll light my candles, I'll say my prayers because I'm a good little pagan. But this is a Christian state, and that means that there isn't really a lot of trick-or-treating, particularly in this county. You actually have to go to another town in another county to do Halloween if you're a child, because here it's gotten to the point the children don't go on the street. They don't go trick-or-treating to people's houses. They go to church parties and things like that, which is all well and good, which is cool, but that takes so much fun out of it. And I know we got to be safe with the kids, but there's ways of being safe. I mean, you just be careful. Even when I was a kid, there was always the, oh my God, there could be something in the candy. Well, you check it. As a parent, you check it. My mom would check it all when I got home, and I would bring home 8, 9 paper bags, and we're talking big shopping bags full of candy, because that hoard had to hold me till Easter. So, and I would ration it out till Easter. But anyway, I digress. And it's a shame they don't get to experience that unless their parents drive them to this other county and they go and trick-or-treat at everybody's house there. I did that last year. A coworker, she told me, oh, we do Halloween in, insert town's name. And it was cool. There were hundreds of kids. No joke. She had counted the bags. It was like 350 kids came by that house that night. And that was amazing. But the little traditions of saying trick or treat when you come up to a house, or saying thank you when you get the candy, I would say 80% of the children didn't do that. They just it's just rude. If that was my house, it'd be like, come on, stick with the form. Say the words, get the candy. Now what do you say? That's just one of those little things. It's you know what? It's a tradition. Stick with the tradition. Keep it clean. Keep it straight. And that really annoyed me, that these children weren't even grateful for what they were getting. Only the littlest of ones were grateful. I mean, I'm talking under 5 said thank you. And the parents didn't even prompt them. You didn't even have the, little Joey, would you, make sure you say thank you. None of that. The parents were just standing around, just wouldn't even come up near, would stay back, or sometimes walk the kid up if they were really little. And, walk them up and wouldn't say, now say thank you. No civility. No civility. Anyway, There's one night that stands out in my mind that is sad to this day from when I was trick-or-treating as a child. I came up to a house. It had to be about 8:30 at night because there was like hardly anybody left on the streets other than the last minute people or people like him. The dog had determined, oh, I'm gonna get every piece of candy out there type of kid like I was. And the house had a glass door, like top to bottom, completely glass. So you could see in through a hallway to, I guess a sitting area or TV. I think a TV, yeah. There was a chair and a TV. And there was a table by the door filled with candy. And so I was like, oh my God, look at all that candy. Still this late at night, all that candy. And I start knocking on the door. And this little terrier comes running up to the door. And I look past the terrier, past the hallway, and there's a woman, an elderly woman, and she's sitting in a chair watching TV. I knock some more. I knock again. The dog runs back to her, comes back to me, trying to get her attention. Still nothing. And I thought, well, maybe she's not hearing me. And so I knock louder. Bang, bang, bang. She's not moving. I mean, she's alive. I can see her head moving as she's watching the TV, but she doesn't seem to hear me or the dog. I even go, for me being rude, I even go so far as to bang real hard, push the doorbell, and like do a little gentle kick at the bottom, the edge of the door. I couldn't do the bottom because, like I said, it was all glass. But, just any noise, the loudest I could be without making, the neighbors think I was trying to break into her house. And she still didn't hear me. And I thought, oh my God, not only is it sad because I don't get the bounty sitting at the door, but it's sad that this woman had wanted to celebrate the holiday and she didn't hear anybody coming to her door. I mean, it's obvious she wanted to celebrate. All the candy was there. And that like almost brought the mood down for me for the rest of my evening, that she didn't connect the dots. And I felt sad for her because she probably would enjoy it. I mean, why else would she have had the candy there? She didn't want to enjoy seeing children come to the door in beautiful, colorful costumes. I usually went around with my cousin. He would drive into an area. I think we divided the city into well, it had about 20,000 people when I was growing up. And we divided it into quadrants, I think. And he would pull the car into a corner and he would just walk with me. And we would walk up and down an area, up and down an area. I'd fill bags, he'd take it back to the car. I'd fill more bag, he'd take it back to the car. And like I said, I'd have 8 or 9 of those huge paper shopping bags full. And I would be exhausted by the end of the night. And it didn't matter to me what the weather. If it was raining, I'd have an umbrella. If it was snowing, and I do remember one time there was snow on the ground and I was wearing my winter coat and the hood up and everything. Freezing my butt off. But nothing would stop me from trick-or-treating. And I'd get home around about 9:30 at night, exhausted, but still excited at my bounty. My mom would go through it, make sure nothing suspicious is going on in it, and then I'd finally be able to have some. Because I wasn't allowed to have any till she checked it or my cousin checked it. He'd only check like 1 or 2 pieces just to make sure, if he saw my energy was flagging, here, have some sugar, so I could keep going. And that was how I celebrated Halloween till, oh wow, till I was about 14 or 15 years old. I think we're going to dwell on some Halloween stories in the future because it's that time of month. Yay! And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.